What is up? I am now in Mataró, the capital of Maresme, about 30 kilometers north from Barcelona, and I am heading to the BARRIO 304, aka Rocafonda, aka the neighborhood where football star Lamine Yamal grew up. Rocafonda was built in 1960s to accommodate the immigrants from southern Spain, and after 1990s the Spanish population have moved to the richer neighborhoods, and the foreign immigrants have come to accommodate Rocafonda because of its low cost of living. Mataró consists of mainly like lower buildings like these ones, but these are not the perfect example. But anyway, the buildings in Mataró are generally like 2 or 3 storage high buildings, but in Rocafonda it's been built more like a working class neighborhood. Like the urban planning is like more high-rise buildings, not like high-rises, but higher buildings like 5-6 stories or something like that. So I expect that we're gonna see much higher buildings. And here we see 304 written on the wall, so I guess we are close to our destination. Let's go. Okay, we are now arrived in Rocafonda, and you can tell that because I'm gonna show how it is in Mataró in general, but these buildings are much higher, like 5-storage building. Mataró don't have these are not like crazy high buildings, but Mataró in general, they don't have buildings like that elsewhere, or maybe I don't know if they have somewhere, but not in the center at least. And Rocafonda has been a focal point of tensions involving the far-right Vox party, who uses the stigma associated with the neighborhood to push their political agenda. And the media coverage is also not so good about Rocafonda, but the media is usually covering the neighborhood or portraying the neighborhood as troubled and dangerous area. I think the perfect first spot where to stop is this park right here. I don't remember what its name, but I put it down there. But this is the park. Lamine Yamal used to live in that building on the first floor. I don't know which apartment. And I think this is the park where he took his first touches on football. So I guess this is like a part of a football history, and it's really interesting. Always, I don't know if I'm strange or does everybody else feel that way too, that it's very fascinating to be on the grounds where some greatness have taken place. The interesting fact is though, playing football here is prohibited. Now I'm heading to the sporting grounds that I've seen many times in videos involving Lamine. There should be the huge Rocafonda mural and stuff like that. But before that, I wanna check out, there is this panaderia. I don't know if I can translate it as a bakery, but anyway, a shop that's been owned by Lamine's uncle or tio. I guess that's an uncle. But anyway, let's go see if that exists, and if there should be a mural of Lamine. So let's go and take a look. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this, but it has changed. It's not panaderia anymore, it's cafeteria, and also there's no Lamine mural anywhere. So let's go to the sporting grounds. Okay, we are here in the sporting grounds. I cannot say that this is the ground zero, because I think the ground zero is the field there where Lamine's family's apartment is, and the park there where he has touched first time the football. But this is the field that you see many times in videos involving Lamine, like FC Barcelona have posted stuff where you see this nice Rocafonda mural. But yeah, this is also, I guess, very familiar field for Lamine, and I can imagine he playing football here with the other kids in the barrio. But anyway, there is the Club de Football Rocafonda's field. There is a really nice Somos Barrio 304 lettering graffiti piece on the wall, and you can see the 304 everywhere in the neighborhood, and it can tell about the 304 that they are proud of the neighborhood. And for those who don't know, the 304 comes from the zip code of Rocafonda, which is 08304, and Lamine's hand gesture when he celebrated his goal, that's like 304, as a shout out to the neighborhood of Rocafonda. And the fact is that Lamine hasn't born here. He grew up here in Rocafonda, but he's born in Esplugues de Llobregat or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, he was grew up here and he represents this neighborhood. But let's take a look at this. It says that in the neighborhood of Rocafonda, more Lamine Yamals and less evictions. I think that speaks loudly about what the people here in the neighborhood are thinking. I was just talking to some guy who was walking a dog, and he said that they always clean this. They keep this side of this wall, this what it is, the playground side or whatever, what is it, sporting ground side. They keep it like clean, and they come take photographs with some mascots and stuff, and then behind that wall there is like drug trafficking going on. So, and here also this is always sad. It's always sad to see these cardboard boxes where people are sleeping on the park bench. Like I said, like I always say, that everybody should have house where they can spend the night, so they don't need to sleep in the park bench under a cardboard box. Let's go and take a look. Or actually, we cannot take a look too much on this football field because it's behind the fence. Anyway, Club de Football Rocafonda. And if I'm not mistaken, Lamine didn't play for CF Rocafonda, but some other teams when he was young. I guess there's some school group coming to have their football practice or dance practice. I don't know what's going on. One thing, it's so bright, I should put my sunglasses on. But anyway, one thing worth mentioning is that Lamine used to live like really the bakery of his uncle, these sporting grounds, and where he grew up, where his apartment was, they are like about 1 block radius. So he's really been living close of everything. And this is also fairly small neighborhood. It's like, I don't know, maybe 5 blocks to one direction, 5 blocks to another direction or something like that. But anyway, here is living about 12,000 people, and almost half of them live below poverty line. So that's some not so good mathematics right there. And even though we haven't, at least yet, found a mural of Lamine Yamal, but you can see the 304 written everywhere, and lots of people who have seen that I have a camera, they have came to ask if I'm here filming because of Lamine, and yeah, pretty much that's why I chose to come to Rocafonda, even though I like to do these films on different working class neighborhoods, but that was definitely the reason why I came to Rocafonda. But people seem to be super proud of Lamine in this neighborhood, and that's really great. And it's also interesting how has Lamine's success have affected to the perception of the people and the media and stuff like that of this neighborhood, because now this Rocafonda has got a lot of even international coverage, like New York Times and stuff like that have made the reportage of this neighborhood. I guess, or pretty much I'm certain, that Lamine's success have a positive impact on the narrative that media makes out of Rocafonda. A lot of people have said that Rocafonda is like El Raval of Mataró, and kind of it has the same kind of vibe here. It's a multicultural neighborhood and stuff like that, but I think that's like even in the first place it's worthless to compare, to make that kind of comparison. It's like El Raval is El Raval, Rocafonda is Rocafonda. They are different neighborhoods and it don't make anything. But in general now it's like what today is Monday afternoon, I think it's like 12, and it's pretty chill here, and I seem the people are humble. They seem pretty nice, at least those that I have talked to, and stuff like that. I don't feel like at all that this is like dangerous. Of course there's most likely there is some troubles, like usually these working class lower income neighborhood have, but in general this feels like really cool neighborhood with nice people around and things like that. I'm here in Bar Cordobas with Carlos, who owns the place, and he's gonna tell a little bit about how it is in Rocafonda. ¿Cómo ha cambiado Barrio Rocafonda después Lamine?
Bueno, pues ha cambiado bastante bien, porque ahora lo que se ve, antes había muchos niños por ahí por la calle haciendo cosas malas, y ahora lo que se ve son niños con la camiseta del Lamine jugando a fútbol y es mejor. Los niños ven en el Lamine un espejo donde fijarse para el día de mañana ser algo. O sea, ha sido un referente del barrio.
Sí. ¿Piensas que la reputación de este barrio ha mejorado mucho en los ojos de la gente afuera de este barrio?
Esa es la intención, que vean el barrio como el barrio de Lamine Yamal y que no vean el barrio como un barrio de cosas malas y de gamberros y de ocupación y de todo. Eso es lo que se espera, que miren el barrio para bien. De momento lo están mirando para bien, que es el barrio de Lamine Yamal. Ha venido mucha gente a visitarlo y tal. Esperemos que siga así, que no lo vean como una cosa mala, porque bueno, gente mala hay en todos los barrios. Lo que pasa que aquí, bueno, hay mucha gente sin trabajar ni nada, bueno, y que se dedica pero vamos, que cosas malas hay también aquí y en el centro de Mataró, que hay gente de dinero. Sí. O sea, y sí, esperemos que se fijen en el barrio por lo que es, por el barrio de Lamine Yamal. Juárez, en polideportivo. Sí. ¿Vale? Sí. Allí están los niños y juegan sus partidos y tal, y con las camisetas, y cuando marcan un gol lo celebran, y bueno, es una manera de fijarse, de ser un ídolo y decir, hostia, vamos a hacer nosotros lo mismo, a ver si llegamos a donde ha llegado Lamine Yamal. Sí. Mejor hacer eso que no que estén por la calle por ahí haciendo, ¿sabes? Sí. Mejor.
Sí. Y también gente como Lamine Yamal da esperanza de lo mejor.
Claro.
Sí, es un role model.
Claro, eso es mejor que lo vean así, como un barrio donde creció Lamine Yamal y de donde es Lamine Yamal, y que no lo vean como un barrio conflictivo, un barrio de peleas o un barrio donde hay droga. Sí. Es mejor que lo vean. A ver, hay muchos periodistas que han venido a lo que han venido, a crear polémica, ¿sabes?
Sí.
Pero bueno, yo siempre digo lo mismo, gente mala hay en todos los sitios.
Sí.
Aquí hay un poco más porque la gente trabaja menos, pero ahora con lo de Lamine, pues bueno, esperamos que lo vean como el barrio de Lamine Yamal, ¿sabes? En vez de ser un barrio conflictivo, mejor así.
Sí, sí, también para mí cuando estoy muy niño,
Claro,
fue muy importante para puedo ver gente
Claro.
que van.
gente que se ha criado aquí de pequeña,
Sí.
que han llegado a donde han llegado,
Sí,
¿sabes?
sí.
Que es posible tener un futuro.
Exactamente.
Claro.
Exactamente.
Sí, sí, sí.
Porque creo muchos problemas
Claro.
van porque los niños no pueden ver un futuro.
Exacto.
Solo
Claro, hay niños que se han criado aquí viendo cosas malas.
Sí.
¿Vale? Siempre cosas malas.
Sí.
Hay gente robando y gente
Sí,
ocupando y
exacto.
gente. Sin embargo, con el Lamine, pues bueno, ya tienen otra cosa donde fijarse ellos.
Sí.
Y en vez de tirar por el camino malo, que tiren por el camino bueno.
Sí,
Sí.
Okay, that was Carlos from Bar El Cordobés, the owner of that place for 30 years, and that's a bar where Lamine and his father used to frequent, and he's good friends with the family. But like he said, that it's been a change, that there's been a change at least for the kids, for the better, that the kids are not anymore hanging around in the park, but they are actually playing football, and that Lamine is like a role model for the neighborhood. So that's nice to hear, and that was what I was also expecting to be the what the success of Lamine Yamal will do, at least for the neighborhood's kids. But I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna catch a bus, go back to Mataró and take a train. This was a nice visit to the neighborhood 304 Rocafonda, where neighborhood of Lamine Yamal, and it's always nice to visit some grounds where greatness have been taken its first step. So thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, like and comment and things like that. See you in the next video. Peace.